Inside the Magic, covering Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, and more. We know fun.
Inside the Magic, and I'm here. Hello, everybody. It's Mike Celestino from Inside the Magic here at Disneyland in Anaheim, California for the first time in too long. It's been more than a couple weeks since I've been at the parks. It's been a crazy busy few weeks. I had San Diego Comic-Con, Midsummer Scream, Christopher Robin, and I had Wreck-It Ralph Media Day that I'm not allowed to talk to you about yet in any kind of specifics, but there'll be much more information coming about that on InsideTheMagic.net. But finally, today, Friday, August 3rd, I'm back here at my favorite place, Disneyland, and there have been some pretty big changes since the last time I was here. And the reason I'm starting off this video in Tomorrowland, you can probably already guess if you've been keeping up with what's been going on at Disneyland. There was a pretty big reveal that I haven't even seen personally myself yet. Up this way. First, before we get to that, just want to show you here in the Tomorrowland Theater, we've got the Pixar Shorts Film Festival now moved over here from Disney California Adventure, where it used to be for Pixar Fest. And now you've got these three shorts, Piper, Lava, and For the Birds. So these are the same three that started Pixar Fest over in the Sunset Showcase Theater at DCA. Then it shut down. We had the Incredibles 2 preview in there, and now we've got the Pixar Shorts Fest over here at the original Disneyland. But let's go into the queue for Space Mountain. Alright, so I've walked up the first part of the queue, coming up to the second level. There's Space Mountain. Here's looking down on the rest of Tomorrowland. But we're gonna go over here to what used to be the top level of the Starcade. And then for a while, kind of the late 90s, for a few years at least, they had that giant X-Wing fighter hanging in this room. That's now in the Mickey's Star Trader, one floor down. But now they've turned this into a new queue area for Space Mountain, and I think it's pretty cool. This is my first time seeing this in person, although I've seen photos and other video from other outlets posting this. But geez, I really like the look of this satellite thing. And these murals going up around the outside top edge of this room. Let's get a closer view. Got some asteroids, kind of a star speeder looking thing. Planets, and this looks like the ship from 2001 at the beginning. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I like the music loop playing here. Some otherworldly sounds. Then you've got some astronauts in little vehicles, lunar excursion, or I forget what they call those kind of outside the ship vehicles, almost kind of 2001-esque as well. But the highlight of this room is this giant satellite that I'm also reminded of, like Count Dooku's ship in Attack of the Clones, because my mind always goes to Star Wars with this kind of thing. But really cool. I like the lights, I like the design. Here's Some more stuff going on this side of the room. You got little displays. It says Astreus Project, and there's just like a Milky Way-esque galaxy planet with like a firestorm. Oh, look at this. This looks like Ghost Galaxy. That creature from Ghost Galaxy here. I wonder if that was intentional. Bubble Nebula. And then, so the reason this room doesn't have any people in it is the queue isn't long enough right now. I think it's afternoon on Friday, but the queue isn't long enough to bring everybody in here. Let's take a look at the rest of these. This says Pillars of Creation. There's kind of a glare. Let's move over here. There you go. You can see that. And then this one says Spiral Galaxy and the Tarantula Nebula. And then you got another small mural over here with a depiction of the same satellite kind of next to a bright orange kind of lava planet looking thing. There's the satellite that's right behind us. And some more planets. But yeah, really, really cool. And here's this side view of the satellite. It's kind of weird. It's kind of eerie being in here by myself right now, because I remember for a long, long time you couldn't even come in this side. Remember there were escalators right here going down to the Starcade, and those are gone. They took the escalators out a little while ago. And they were using the Starcade down one floor for special events for a while. And before that, when the first Wreck-It Ralph movie came out, they had put an arcade back in there for a little while. You could come and play the Wreck-It Ralph arcade games and stuff. But I think it's pretty neat that they finally made some use of this space once again. I hope you do too. Let's move along. There's some other stuff to look at this week. Alright, and now I'm over here in Disney California Adventure in Hollywood Land, and turns out I kind of misspoke when I said they moved the Pixar Shorts Film Festival over to Disneyland, because they've still got it over here too, except they've changed the movies out. So instead of the ones I just showed you over there at Disneyland, which started here, now you've got Bao, La Luna, and Sanjay's Super Team, which are all very popular Pixar shorts. Bao, of course, is still playing in theaters with Incredibles 2, so kind of surprising that they've chosen that one. But still cool that more people are getting to see it, because it's really, really good. Here's the poster. I'm going to head inside, see if they've made any changes in there. Okay, so yeah, I'm here in the lobby of the Sunset Showcase Theater, formerly the Muppet Theater, and they have indeed put in several new displays for the 3 shorts that are playing here now at the Pixar Shorts Film Festival. You've got Sanjay's Super Team, and there's some concept art and some models for that movie. Let's take a closer look here. Old Sanjay. And some more images from the film. Then you've got La Luna, which was the short in front of Brave, I believe, and Sanjay was in front of the Good Dinosaur, I want to say. And got some concept art there, and some models from the Pixar archives of the characters from the movie. And of course, La Luna has its own boardwalk game over at Pixar Pier, installed recently. Here's some more art. And then finally there's Bao, which, like I said, is playing in front of Incredibles 2. And I got to interview the director and writer of Bao, and she was really, really cool. One of my favorite interviews I've done recently up at Pixar in Emeryville. And I think she said she's on a track to make a feature for Pixar, which is really cool. There's the character models. And then you've got more art from Bao. There's the whole display. And these screens up here play some behind the scenes looks at those 3 shorts. We're gonna head out and look at some other stuff. And here's something that's been here in Hollywoodland for a little bit, but I haven't covered it before. So it's these Buzz Lightyear wings, and there's this kind of weird trend in LA. I don't know if it's happening in other places, where people will paint these angel wings on the wall downtown, and then you can go and like stand in front of it and it looks like you have angel wings. Well, Disney kind of replicated that here with Buzz Lightyear's plastic wings, and you can just stand there in front of the backpack and it looks like you've got Buzz's wings, and people dig that quite a bit. But this is the new one, the balloons from Up. So you stand there, there's people doing it right now. You stand there and you hold the string and it looks like you're floating away like Mr. Fredricksen in the movie Up. There's a line to do that right now. Cool photo ops here in Hollywoodland at DCA. And now I'm over here at Pixar Pier. It's been roughly a month now, I think.
There's a cafe right there.
Since Pixar Pier first opened the doors. Look, Jesse's Critter Carousel still under construction. We're getting that next year. But a sizable portion of Pixar Pier is up and running. And it's been running for a little while now, so the crowds are still pretty thick here. People seem to be having a good time. It is very, very hot today. I'm sweating. Here's Toy Story Midway Mania. Just kind of want to give you an idea of what the crowds look like on a Friday afternoon at Pixar Pier in the mid to late summer opening year. There's Woody and Jesse meeting with some fans. Mr. Potato Head. But the big reason, the main reason I wanted to come over here is because there's been another section, another small area of Pixar Pier has been opened up that wasn't ready for opening day, but we can go inside now. And that is Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff. From Inside Out. This candy shop was, I believe it was originally intended to open with Pixar Pier, and they hit some delays. Here's Bing Bong up there. Happy guy. And I showed you these quotes along the edge of the entranceway here last time. We're gonna go inside. Here's a Bing Bong plush. Buy for your kids. And this was previously a t-shirt shop at Paradise Pier. And now it's all Bing Bong Inside Out themed. Unfortunately, the main attraction, Bing Bong himself, is not here yet. Here's some artwork and it says, "Your imaginary friend is flying in soon." So once they take down this wall, they've actually changed this a few times since it opened up. And behind there's a Bing Bong figure. I'm not sure if it's going to be animatronic, or I can't imagine it taking this long if there's not something special about it. But you got a lot of Pixar merch all over this. This is like Monsters University stuff. Then you got Incredibles and Inside Out Up t-shirts, and there's Finding Nemo. This one's all Inside Out stuff. And then there's candy, of course, because it's supposed to be a candy shop. Still waiting for Bing Bong. We'll check back on him next time. There's some lollipops, giant lollipops with cars, and Mickey and Friends. Doesn't fit the theme exactly, but that's okay. Rainbow Mickey ears, nice to see that. Up shirts, some more up stuff, and a wall of plushes, and then there's some more candy over here. Sour apple balls, blue raspberry, jellies, red licorice, lemon drops, rainbow. Okay. And then you got a refreshment stand, memory refreshers. You can get Rainbow Unicorn Sunshine and a cup, Imaginary Pal, Slow Burn, and Gloomy Blues. And some, these are all like icy type things, and you can get soda there. And a bunch of other kinds of treats. These look tasty. Oh, look at that. Some cake pops, Wally cake pops with Eva there in the middle. Get the Pixar ball, my mouth's watering here. Pixar ball cake. These are apples, candy apples. Brownies and fudge and things.
It's like all flavors.
And some more candy. Candy popcorn, lollipops. So, I think some people have pointed out that it doesn't quite match the concept art that was going around. Let me get the focus back in here again. There we go. But you got these rainbows coming in across the ceiling, and those go back in toward the center where Bing Bong's going to be, and these clouds around. It's nice enough. I know people are upset about the ceiling not being themed, and then the rainbow unicorn behind the counter over here, drinking from a rainbow mug. Okay. Yeah, that's Bing Bong's sweet stuff. After all that waiting, I don't think there's much to say about it, to be honest. But maybe it'll be a little cooler once Bing Bong actually shows up here. So we'll wait on that, and as soon as that happens, I'm sure I'll put a video up here on the Inside the Magic YouTube channel. Let's move on. Okay, now I'm here at downtown Disney District, where, as I've mentioned before, all this stuff is already shut down. The Rainforest Cafe, ESPN Zone, Starbucks over here, Disney Vacation Club, Earl of Sandwich over there. But the cool thing that's happening right now is they've turned the AMC movie theater right here into this very colorful, character decorated seating area. So this used to be the box office right there in the center. But you got Goofy, you got Woody, and you've got Donald, Mike Wazowski, Mr. Incredible over there on the left, Pluto, Who's this? Elastigirl. Some colorful umbrellas. And out front over here, there's Minnie, Buzz Lightyear, and the man himself in the center, as he should be, Mickey Mouse, and they're all decorating this seating area that's being used for, look at this perfect timing, what's happening right now. These food trucks are coming in. You got After's Ice Cream, Brew Wings, and there's a few more coming in through the entrance. This is really interesting because they shut all this down to start building this giant new hotel in this spot, and construction has not started yet the way we thought it would have started by now. They haven't started knocking down, demolishing these buildings, and I've heard a few different rumors as to why that is, but for whatever reason, unconfirmed by Disney, these buildings, there's the Rainforest Cafe, they're all still standing, and construction on the hotel has been delayed, which is unfortunate because very quickly coming up, less than a year from now, is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and Disneyland Resort is going to need that additional hotel space. Attendance is going to skyrocket next summer, especially considering Disneyland is getting Star Wars Galaxy's Edge before Walt Disney World, a good 6 months or so prior to Disney World. We'll have it here in Southern California. This one's called Habit Burger. The Habit Burger Grill. Best tasting burger in America. So that's how that stands at the moment. And I'm going to keep my eye on the progress there. And we'll, of course, let you know as soon as construction on that giant new hotel does start here at Disneyland Resort. I've got one final thing I want to show you. Okay, the last thing I want to show you this week is the impressive amount of progress that's been made on this new parking structure that sits on the former Pinocchio parking lot here at the Disneyland Resort. I'm currently standing on top of the existing Mickey and Friends parking structure. Looking down, looking south, you can see the Pixar Pal Around and Incredicoaster all the way there in the background. That's like the back right, the southwest corner of Disney California Adventure. And then this is the Paradise Pier Hotel. And then to its right, you got the original Disneyland Hotel there. This is the original tower, and then the towers that were added later on the right. But this is going to be a nice big new parking structure, and they're bustling, hustling to get all this done in time for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge next year, because they're going to need a whole lot more parking. You can see these guys working in incredible heat to get this thing done. They're going to need all this parking when Galaxy's Edge opens up, because the parking fills up very frequently as it is right now without a 14-acre Star Wars land here at Disneyland Resort. So they're hoping that'll get done and open by next summer. And speaking of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, let's swing around over this way and take a current look at the state of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge from the back. I know this giant show building for that huge dark ride is kind of in the way, but you can see a lot of these rockwork structures are complete or being completed as we speak. There's still some scaffolding up around them, and then they've started on some new peaks and stuff. But yeah, all this stuff is going to be done by next summer. It's really, really exciting to see all this progress. Look at this. This is all new, like lattice work there. And it's hard to tell where exactly everything is going to be, but this is the main show building for that big dark ride, like I said, right in front of us here. And then you can see Disneyland, the rest of Disneyland off there in the background. And guys, there were quite a few changes this week. I'm surprised because it's kind of the middle of the summer. So we'll see when we come back here in a couple weeks what else is going on. And thank you so much for watching and keeping up with these updates. This is Mike Celestino from Inside the Magic. We'll see you real soon.